Come on in, homeschool parents. This is video number 5 in our planner review series where I go behind the scenes to review the top homeschool planner choices. If this is your first time with us, welcome in. At the Homeschool Newbie, we help homeschooling parents go from confusion to confidence in their homeschooling journey. Today, we get to chat about the pros and cons of the homeschool lesson planning minimalist notebook and to see if it will be a good tool to get your homeschool organized this year. So I did show you in my last review this one, which is from the same author. It's a monthly, weekly, and daily planner, but it's pretty thick. So if you're looking for something more minimal, this is the book for you. So I'm going to first go do a flip through with you, and then I'm going to share some pros and cons of this planner. So first off, the cover is very soft. It's a soft-bound cover. The design's very cute, and fonts are nice. It's 52 weeks, so 1 year of undated planning. So let's dive right in. So we start off with a blank page, and you can use that for anything. You can use that for an index, for your own notes. You could use that for a note page. There's more too, so you could turn that into several different notes, or even if there's like an extra organization page that you're missing, you could turn that into here. So let's keep going. We have a calendar page and a field trips page, and this is organized into 12 boxes, meant to give you an overview of the whole year. You can write down important dates or events here, and you can see all of your field trips for each month. The months are left blank, so just in case you start in a different month, you can write that in there as well. So that's how it was intended, but you can adapt this any way you want. You could even do the field trip name and some notes below that. So that's the beauty of a lot of these undated planners, is they're customizable, and so it can fit your style, your homeschool family routines. Another note page, we have a big attendance page. This one is meant to be so the months written up here, and then the days of the month down here, and you can total it down here at the bottom. And a lot of people color in the date to represent their whole family was in attendance. Okay, and we have classes and curriculum overview. So 1 page for classes, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just double checking. Okay, yeah, 5 curriculum overview pages, which is very generous. Just so you can organize, you can write in the titles of the curriculum and classes that your students are taking here. Okay. We have a book list, which is fun. It's very similar to the other book that I reviewed, but you can write down this as a book list, a wish list, a read aloud, a reading log. Then you can write and color in the titles to the books down here. And there's 4 pages for that. We have a curriculum progress chart, and you can fill in that and color it in as you make progress through all of the curriculum you want to get through. A note page is a months of page, so it's an overview of the month, and we go through all of the months here, which all of them are together, and then you have a notes page corresponding to that month, and it's blank, so you can fill in whatever month you start in. If you start in January, that's great. If you take a break, you can pick up where you left off without wasting any pages. Okay, and there's 12 months, and then we get to the weekly plans. So this week, you can write down your goals and notes with a checklist and some notes here. You can write down your schedule or additional notes if you'd like. A nice full 2 pages for the weekly plan, giving you enough space to write down any notes you need for each day. The subjects are blank, so you can choose to do the days up here or over here. You could do class subjects, you could do it by student, unit that you're working on, anything you'd like. It's completely blank, so it's up to you. And then it repeats for form let's see, I think 4 months. So 4 weeks, excuse me. And oh, no. So it actually repeats this pattern for 52 weeks, which is unique. So all of the months are grouped together, and then all of the weeks are grouped together, which for some of us, that's very convenient, and others, not as much. I feel like for me, it would be hard to kind of be on week, I don't know, 51, and then have to figure out which month I was kind of referencing when I wrote my notes over here. So depending on your style, that could be a pro or a con. Okay, so we're going to repeat that, and then we have this ending page where it says end of the year, wrap up, what went well, focus for next year. And the font's very clean in this one, which I like. And we have the grid style, the dots to help you write. You can write in lines, or you can kind of mind map and spread out, kind of do a brainstorm format too. There's 2 pages for that. Oh, sorry, 4 pages for that, which is awesome. And then we have a couple of completely blank pages. 1, 2, 3, and mostly 4. So awesome. Okay, that's our flip through. So let's go ahead and go over some pros and cons to this book. So we have a lot of extra pages at the beginning of this book. So we had a book list, curriculum, plenty of curriculum, overview, attendance, so even some blank places to add ones that they've missed, but they've had a lot that was included in here for the extra organization pages for getting your homeschool started on the right foot, which is awesome. So there's a lot of space to write, especially in the weekly plan, which is cool. A lot of extra note pages too. So as you're going through your weeks and months, there's full pages for just notes and goals. I really enjoyed the design. So a lot of the fonts were nice. I loved that there's dotted grids, so you have the choice to write in a line or mind map. And it's very clean, but I feel like it makes sense. Not a lot of confusion of how to use this book. So that's really awesome. A couple of cons. So if you are, like I mentioned before, if you kind of like to like the flow of you have your month plan, and then you kind of flip and expect to see your week, your first week. It's kind of not set up that way. You kind of have to bookmark the month you're on, and then bookmark the week you're on, and flip back and forth. You can do that with a paper clip or something similar to that. But as the layout of the pages are, it doesn't flow for me as well as some may. And the binding, it's nice and soft and lightweight, but the binding does kind of fight with me a little bit. I'd have to crease it pretty good to have it stay open while I write. I mentioned in a couple other reviews, you can take it to the store and have them cut off this binding and put a spiral bound on it yourself, but the way it comes, the binding is a little bit stiff. So we have a monthly plan and we have a weekly plan, but there's not a lot of space. There's no space dedicated to a daily plan. And so if you're more of a detailed writer, the minimalist version isn't for you. You'd probably want, like I said before, something more like this one where you can go over the daily plans. But other than that, it's a wonderful planner. It has a lot of resources in it, and for those minimalist planners, for a minimalist, this is actually not it's pretty beefy, a pretty beefy minimalist book. It has plenty of space to write, a lot of extra helpful resource pages. So overall, it's really great, and I hope you enjoyed this review.
If you're feeling excited about getting organized this school year, grab my homeschooling starter kit over at homeschoolnewbie.com. Also, don't miss the other homeschooling planners that I'll be reviewing in this series in our YouTube channel. You can find all of these resources in the description below. Thanks for watching.